After 22 years on the radio, we couldn't stay quiet for long.
We're Lori and Julia, still loud.
Pop culture, gossip, books, TV, music,
and probably a little too much laughter.
Let's do this.
Hello, and welcome to Still Loud, and Happy New Year.
Oh my gosh. Now will be the most Minnesota congested accented podcast, at least for this award show chat, because Julia, don't make any plans with us. It has started.
The award
season
has started.
With the Critics' Choice and Golden Globes coming up. And, you know, this is Wednesday, not Monday. And I mean, we are seasoned pros. I was looking at a Golden Globes retrospective of fashion in 2006. And that was the year that, I mean, we were at the Screen Actor Guild Awards, but this 2006, people didn't even really have stylists.
You're right, Lori.
We weren't even behind bushes. We were just by stanchions. I mean, we had kind of unbelievable access, and that was just 10 years ago.
Isn't that crazy? No, Lori, it's more than 10 years.
Is it 20 years ago? Okay, no wonder everybody looks like,
my gosh,
don't
Lori.
make me do math. My head is plugged.
No, okay. So really, Chelsea Handler, I thought was great. She hosted it. And it was...
Yeah, her red carpet dress was Monique Lhuillier, that beautiful green dress. And then I don't have the ID on that blush dress. And then I love that she dressed in a Diane Keaton inspired suit for the end. I thought she I thought she was very funny, but people seemed afraid to laugh a little bit.
But she had some funny jokes.
She did her Leonardo DiCaprio and getting stuck because he missed the Palm Springs International Film Festival where he was being given the biggest award of the night because of the Venezuela thing, and nobody could get out of St. Bart's, and he was on Jeff Bezos' yacht.
So that was true.
With Tom Brady. I don't know why he didn't catch a plane ride with Tom Brady.
No
but
kidding.
He looked like he wanted to go under the table. It was so
I thought he was funny. Well, the other one that really cracked me up. All right, so the Palm Springs Film Festival was just on what, Friday night?
On Saturday.
On Saturday.
It's always the Saturday, you know, the first weekend in January, and more people show up for that because it is
there's access.
Kind of,
you have access. You can see people as it is just the regular Joe.
Yeah. And we have a friend that went there, but it's become our friend Jean, but it's become a very good indicator of what's going to be happening award show season wise. There's all these Academy voters who live in Palm Springs and they're down there for New Year's. And so everybody shows up.
And the Critics' Choice did both television and movie.
They always have.
Yeah, similar to what the SAG Awards do. So we got a look at some, you know, the show that won so much was Adolescence.
Oh my gosh, the really, did you watch that?
I've watched like 3 of the episodes.
Okay, it's a very sad, great show, but it is very difficult. It's triggering, you know, it's a heavy show.
Yeah.
It's a heavy show, but that won all 4 of the things it was nominated for. But I want to go back to Chelsea for a second, because one of the jokes that I thought was so good was she told everyone to look under their table or their chair for a ping pong paddle. And of course, I'm sure it was set up ahead of time, but it's Kathy Bates, who's nominated for Matlock, and she's licking the ping pong paddle. But the joke is behind the scenes, Timothée Chalamet was so committed to playing his ping pong character that there is a scene, I'm spoiling it, I'm sorry, there's a scene where he gets paddled on his bare bottom with a ping pong paddle.
In the movie Marty Supreme.
In the movie Marty Supreme. And he did not use a butt double. He said, I will have my own bum be paddled. This is a living fantasy.
I'm a method actor.
Come true. Yes, this is a living fantasy come true. And he refused the offers of a butt double. And so that story just came out. And so that's why she was making that joke. But Chelsea didn't know that Kathy Bates was going to be licking the ping pong paddle, which made the bit even funnier. And she seemed to go, why was I, like she didn't even know why she started licking it.
Right.
Anyway, I that was the reference to that was Timothée refusing a butt double, because I guess for nudity, it's very often, except
We
for the
don't-
70s and 80s, they have a double,
Right.
a
Okay.
body double.
And then there was one other joke because Gwyneth Paltrow is in the movie Marty Supreme, which was nominated
Yes.
for Best Picture. And Chelsea Handler made a joke that Gwyneth Paltrow can't be here tonight. Maybe she's off skiing.
Yeah,
And
that was funny. And people didn't, I think, might have forgotten that she
Jeff
was
didn't get the
famously.
reference, but tell everyone why.
So she was skiing like maybe 4 years ago, and
Probably 6 now.
a guy ran into her
At
from
Deer
behind
Valley.
and ended up suing her years later and for something. And
He was at
anyway, she
fault.
won.
She did.
She wore luxury. But of course she made the whole thing like she always does everything, like she invented skiing, So I love that Chelsea, went there with that joke. But yeah, I loved her lovely words about
The
Rob
Reiners.
Reiner and his wife right in the monologue, and not like coming back from something. I like that. And so yeah, I thought she did a great job, and she's like a softball tease up to Nikki Glaser hosting the Golden Globes,
Which is going to be
because
next Sunday night on CBS. So it'll be easier for people to watch because this one was on USA Network.
yes, and it was also, it's at the Barclay Hangar, so they got just rabbit food. We saw that. They're terrible plates of Jell-O and hummus and carrots. And this is at the Golden Globes, is at the Beverly Hilton Hotel, and people are cocktailing. And remember how we wanted to go out one year? I think we were at the Golden Globes one year that weekend. I don't know, we wanted to, but we wanted to stock out, see
The
what was
Beverly
going
Hilton
on.
Hotel.
Yeah, I think it was the air awards that John Travolta got, like some kind of flying award that we ended up eavesdropping on that award circuit. And we're like, we don't know these aviation people.
Oh, Lori, that's so funny.
Remember
it
that?
was an aviation award show. That's really funny.
At the
'cause
Beverly Hilton.
I do remember that.
Yes. And it was and you and I, we loved going to the bar there sometimes. And
Lori, I just think of the balls we used to have. I don't know that I could go and do that stuff like we did right
Julia,
now.
Yeah, you could.
You think so?
Could.
We were
with the right shoes, Julia, and the right attitude.
I'd have to wear
my
my New Balance wide with my foot inserts, but seriously, I think that's how it would be. Well, the big thing is, okay, so you had been talking about this movie a lot, and a lot of people have access now because it's on HBO Max, but One Battle After Another, won Best Picture.
And Best Director, and then Leo loses Best Actor to Timothée, who wore his dad's suit, but gave a really sweet, lovely shout out to his girlfriend of 3 years. How'd that happen?
Okay, so let's go back because you were predicting that Leo was going to win.
And but this is just the critics' choice.
Right.
We'll see.
So Leo,
he'll definitely win this Sunday because the Golden Globes breaks comedy and drama. And Leo will win One Battle After Another for comedy, which is where One Battle After Another has been slotted.
Okay.
And Timothée will win for Marty Supreme on drama. So
I haven't
the
seen
Oscars.
Have you seen Marty Supreme?
No, not yet. Because I got taken down by this terrible head cold given to me by a 2-year-old by the name of Duke.
You and everybody
masterful
else.
Cold.
Did you even go out New Year's Eve?
Julia, Casey and I mean, we're okay, but we were not good. It just was, I don't know how this 2-year-old was such a petri dish that he gave us just not a flu, just a severe head cold.
Right. Well,
the eyes are running, the nose is running. And so anyway, at least it's, not the flu or anything. So have felt fine, but we don't want to be spreaders.
No, that's right. And this is, Lori and I are doing our very first podcast. First of all, thank you everyone for listening.
Yes.
And Lori's at home in Nikki's bedroom, as we call it. And
Yes.
I'm from the dining room table, the podcast headquarters. And I just want you guys to
Right.
know that Lori and I have so many podcast lessons on the side that you would think we'd be seasoned pros, but it only took us 45 minutes to get ready today to get all the mics
I
up.
mean,
Well, we're learning. We're learning. We're getting there.
we're
Grant
learning.
and
We're
Donnie
learning.
did a lot of
We're
stuff.
learning. We don't like it, but we're learning because we like talking.
And a shout out to Adam, who is on speed dial from Hubbard, who helps us all the time. So we're grateful for that. Okay, so Timothy.
Let's go to the fashion.
No, let's go to
Timothée
Timothée Chalamet. So he won for Best Actor. Were you surprised by that? I was.
I guess I was, because all I'm going by is that the majority of the critical reviews on one battle after another have been A, the movie, 2, this Paul Thomas Anderson, who's married to Maya Rudolph, who directed Boogie Nights. He's the director, and Leo. These are the standout things. So I just thought, okay, these are all the critics that vote on this. So I just thought it would be him. But that movie came out in September. Marty Supreme came out on Christmas Day. So I don't know. I haven't gone to goldderby.com to see what is the
predictions.
Is the Critics' Choice a good indicator?
Okay, so one of the things, though, that Chelsea did was talk about heated rivalry in.
Oh, thank you.
And this is, the sexy HBO hockey romance on HBO.
So good.
And I just want to let people know this is going to be in the past, but you could probably go now and watch it on YouTube. But Lori, heated rivalry breakout star Connor Story, who plays, the Russian, is going to be on Seth Meyers tonight, which was Monday night. But
and Hudson Williams, who plays the Canadian guy,
Holland,
he's going to be on Jimmy Fallon tonight, Wednesday.
And they actually even had heated rivalry stars present at the Critics' Choice Awards. So this phenom.
Well, it was the hockey player who
just another
his
one
boyfriend of hiding.
Shh.
What?
Don't give it away. People haven't watched it. People haven't watched it. That's too big. So anyway, heated rivalry is all the rage.
It's so good. It's so good. And to just go off on that, it's just about damn time that we see, a story between two men, and just like it feels heartbreakingly real. And I think of all the guys that play sports that do have to like really keep it hidden and have this whole other life. It's just I guess for me, this is a romance story that hooked me because it feels real in a way that we have never, ever, ever seen portrayed so beautifully. And I love that it's coming from, this Canadian romance writer who had this idea several years ago to share, to do this story. And the books are called Game Changers. And I didn't want to read the book because I'm not as big of a romance fan, but I'm always horny for hockey. So I remember telling you about it on the radio show. And so I'm just glad that it's out there. And I'm so glad that
people are seeing it.
It ended the year with that, you know. So between heated rivalry and Song Song Blue, I just felt some hope.
Okay, so Lori,
for this poor old world of ours, Julia.
I know. Lori, you went and saw Song Song Blue with Mom?
I saw it twice in a week.
I love that.
It was so good. I love that movie so much.
I'm really curious.
Kate Hudson, I think she's nominated. Let me look and see for the Golden Globe. I
Can you explain, though, for some of us who have never done this, how does the closed captioning work at a movie theater? Did you have that with Mom, or you just went to a regular movie?
Your mom went to the regular movie theater. Yes, Kate Hudson is nominated in the comedy musical. She will win this Sunday.
Okay.
At the Golden Globes. And if she doesn't, the Golden Globe voting academy, I would just be shocked.
Okay.
I would really be shocked. And Timothée is up against Clooney, Leonardo, Jesse Plemons, Ethan Hawke.
But who won
Timothée
best?
is in the musical. He's up. He's not in the dramatic category.
So when you were saying
anyway,
earlier, a big thing, because you always think Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet, they seem like a very odd couple. It seemed odd when they got together. There's always rumors that they aren't together, are together, aren't together,
Right.
are together. And then when she was with him and he thanked her so profusely about, I wouldn't be able to do it without you. You are my foundation. I love you so much. They've been together for 3 years. I thought that was really
I
sweet.
put that on our Instagram, and Julia, I'll just here's a little known fact. I somehow along the way on Instagram, not only have we learned how to do live, but I have our audio ready to be translated in other languages.
I hope
and
Swedish.
Spain, Portugal, and Sweden all used the translate thing because I did the Timothée to what's her name and included her. I backed up the TV, I recorded it. But Amanda Seyfried had the funniest comment to Evan Ross Katz, who's Diana Ross's son. He's got a pretty funny Instagram. And he also captured that thing. And she thought he was talking about a charitable foundation because she was basically just a little shade about, the words that he used, the foundation,
Yes.
And she's like, I thought he was actually talking about a charity, which I just thought was some hilarious, shade
Yes,
out of
so.
Amanda.
I thought so
But
too.
someone said he went into Kris Jenner's closet for his ill-fitting suit, and he really has the nerdiest haircut. I don't have a boner for this Timothée Chalamet look that he's sporting right now, like compared to Bob Dylan look last year. The hair, the everything, he looks like a little boy, and I know he just turned 30.
Right. And the woman who won Best Actress, because we're talking about who won Best Actor, it was Jessie Buckley for her role in Hamnet, which I have to see, which people are saying is just unbelievable. And then in the TV world, Rhea.
And remember, Jessie Buckley was that great nurse in a season of Fargo. Crazy nurse. That's her. She is a very good actor. I love her. She just shows up in just all kinds of things, but she's terrific.
Okay, so do you feel like, and Amy Madigan won for Weapons, which I haven't seen.
That was a shocker.
A big shocker, even for her. And then Jacob Elordi looked beautiful.
Oh, I was so glad he won for Frankenstein. I loved that movie. It is so, well, you have to go into it like you're watching a fantasy or a fairy tale, a Grimm's fairy tale or something. It's a different retelling. And Julia, you would like it only because of the Shackleton angle.
Well, Lori, but I don't like, I don't like scary. And I got scared when it started. I can't do scary.
But he's really, you wouldn't even know it was him. It could be anybody.
Right.
But you really do feel the monster's feelings. And he seemed genuinely surprised. Now, that is somebody who makes my heart beat. Good Lord Almighty, is he a beautiful man?
Lori, I swear he would break in half if I even shook his hand because he weighs 89 pounds and is like 6'3".
Doesn't matter. He's 6'5".
He's 6'5" and weighs 72 pounds. He's so skinny. Okay, one more for you.
He's
because
beautiful.
He is beautiful. Okay, Best Actress in a Drama Series was Rhea Seehorn for Pluribus. Now, Pluribus ended.
Yes, Carol won. I was shocked that won.
I
only
am too.
Because
I don't know why
everyone, I was shocked.
Why is everyone? It's a very slow burn. It's okay. I watched it.
And
it's
you
not
know why
great.
it won?
Why?
You know why it won? Because it just finished airing. Sometimes I think these critics, they
forget about stuff earlier in the year, like The Pit actress won, though. Well, The Nurse.
Yeah, that was good. And Noah Weil won. That is a terrific show. That's coming back this Sunday.
Yeah, The Pit.
Going up. Yeah.
It's a 24-hour day in the life of an emergency room. It's so good. But then
it's so good.
Sarah Snook from Succession won for All Her Fault. Did you ever watch that?
I did watch that, and I was actually surprised that Shiv won for that. that I give that just a B plus.
That's what
for
I
a
thought.
TV series.
I thought,
Yeah, it wasn't because the people that she was up against. I thought that, quite frankly, even though Jessica Biel was on my worst dress, I absolutely hated that
her
dress.
show was so good though.
That show, The Better Sister, was absolutely terrific.
That's on Netflix, you guys. It's a great show if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that maybe Carrie Russell from The Diplomat and she and her husband were in their matching tuxedo suits. They looked so hot.
She loves a tuxedo. I love because she's flat and she can rock that double-breasted jacket.
Well, and she had kind of a different take on it.
Yeah.
I feel like it was more of a crop jacket. And then he got one nomination for The Beast in Me.
Oh, which you guys know, that is a show.
That's a good show.
And that was so fun because we saw Claire Danes back in action doing her, the Claire Danes look from, come on.
Homeland.
Okay,
Homeland.
So I was watching a show. I know we're all over the board, people, but just work with us. I was watching. It's all related.
It's all related.
So if you never saw Homeland, which was on Showtime, so a lot of people didn't get to see it. I was watching.
I think it streams on Paramount.
No, I think it's on Netflix, Lori.
Oh, is it on Netflix?
Yeah.
Good.
So I was watching something else and it ended and it just went into this scene and I wasn't really paying attention because I was probably reading and doing everything else. And all of a sudden I look up and it's the first episode of Homeland. And I thought, I loved that show so much.
You could go back and watch it.
I kind of think so.
Enough time has passed, you've forgotten.
I know, that's what I think. So if people have never seen it, because Jeff has never seen it,
that's so great. I agree.
That was one of the better shows ever. And Mandy Patinkin's in it. I just loved that show. Okay, as far as the fashion looks, how would you overall talk about fashion in our very first award show of the season?
Well, okay, the one trend that I've noticed is everyone is wearing drop earrings, which I'm very happy about. I'm happy I kept all my drop earrings. I love a shoulder duster. I love these long. I love this look.
You have to have a healthy earlobe, and at 62, I heard you can get Botox in your earlobe. But if the earrings, like I'm a weightist with how heavy my handbag is, how heavy my backpack is, how heavy my earrings are. And
okay,
I can only wear
a buzzkill.
I am just saying, I am a buzzkill because I have cute drop earrings too.
We're not talking about you on the red carpet.
Why can't we?
We're talking about Hollywood people on the red carpet. And what I know,
I want to talk about me.
The ladies are wearing some great
earrings,
late 80s, 90s earrings.
Yes.
So that was really the only trend I noticed. I did, I breathed a sigh of relief that Ariana Grande has gotten rid of the dishwater blonde and is back to being a brunette. And her dress, La Roche styles her. That was an homage to the dress that Diane Carroll won in 1969 at the Oscars. And it like that kind of cape with the thing. And so I thought she just looked so pretty because she's looked so
monotone, tone on tone. She's very tone on tone because her skin tone matched her hair color and
I thought she looked pretty.
She's such a lovely person. I wish she would have won one.
Oh no, I know.
For Wicked 1 and 2. I like those movies.
No. I think you know what? I was genuinely happy for Amy Madigan. She hasn't been nominated for anything since 1986. She's married to the great Ed Harris.
Oh, she's
That's solid.
Right.
Oh yeah, they've been together for a long time. Solid actor who just shows up. And she was so sweet. She goes, I'm not, rock stars have fans. Music, she said, but I find there's a character, Gladys, she's got fans, and it's crazy that she has fans because she's not a good woman.
In this movie,
but we're going to get a prequel to how did Gladys become the way she is. But so I was excited for Amy. That again, I thought Dior did a beautiful job on her embroidered denim jacket, but the decision to put her in pale pale jeans. It should have been a dark wash.
Well, what was funny, didn't Ethan Hawke give her the award and their suits looked the same? Because he was in a country kind of...
Oh, I loved that.
I loved it, but he gave her the award, and their suits kind of matched his and hers.
Yes.
But Weapons was the movie, and it's a horror story. And did you see that movie?
Oh, went to the theater and saw that. That's one of my top movies of the year, for sure.
Ugh.
So clever. My other favorite fashion moment, as soon as I saw it, Meg Stalter and Paul Downs.
I don't know
and
who
Paul
either
Downs
are.
created Hacks. They cosplay as Timothée and Kylie at the Marty Supreme in the all orange outfits.
They're hysterical.
That was brilliant, and it was, such a Hacks moment. I really loved Odessa Azione. She's in my show. I Love LA.
What?
She's the daughter of Pamela Adlon. She wore the big silver Studio 54. She's got wild curly hair. Beautiful.
How do you spell her last name? Oh, I see it right here.
Odessa Azione, A''Zion. I love her energy. I love the hair. I love the dress. It was very.
Oh, I see what you're talking about right now. It was very rock star 1980s.
Rock star Disney. I loved it. I thought Rose Byrne's dress was just very pretty.
She's always beautiful.
Yeah, she and Michael B. Jordan both kind of they gave us face. Like they went to Michael B. Jordan when Timothée was talking, and he just looked like he was going, yeah, come on. Because Timothée started fawning over him. Because let's face it, Michael B. Jordan plays two guys in Sinners.
I know.
But that movie came out last April. So you want to talk about, and Sinners
they're being ageist with movies, even. If they're too old and they're out too long, they're not going to get it.
And then Rose Byrne's face when, what's her name? When she was just
Amy Madigan?
Yeah.
What was Rose in again?
If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
Did anyone see that movie?
I haven't seen it, but I want to.
Really?
The title intrigues me. I mean, it's dark humor.
She's a psychotherapist who's stretched to her limits while caring for her daughter, who is suffering from a pediatric feeding disorder. The daughter must be fed through a gastric tube each night.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Okay,
her daughter's.
Maybe I don't want to see this.
Well, Linda must. I don't know what happens. All right.
It sounds like one of these, good depressing movies. So
yes.
I'm not. I liked. I liked that Amy Madigan one. I guess it was just I got a kick out of it for her because she's been a long time. People are like, "Who's that lady again?" And I always like to remind people she's married to Ed Harris, who's another great actor
who we haven't seen in a while. All right, let's thank our sponsors. Okay.
All right.
First of all, thank you, everyone.
Let's thank the hair people. Because I would like to point out,
they're not just the hair
Julia,
people. They're my hair people. They're HRI of Minnesota. They're Hair Restoration Institute of Minnesota. And they've been around for a long time. I actually went to them way back when I was having my hair crisis. And then I've gone to them recently. And you're going to tell us why. What we got
we just got we learned how to do Instagram Live yesterday.
I wouldn't say we learned how to do it, but we'll talk about that after this.
We pressed go.
Yes.
We pressed go, but you had people complimenting you on your hair.
Yes.
Because you've talked about it, and really, for whatever reason, sometimes people think, oh, I'll just do some quick fixes and I'll buy this kind of thing. But maybe you really do want to replenish your hair. There's no, you shouldn't be ashamed about that. You should feel like good that there's a place that you can go where all the options are spelled out.
It's exhausting having to fill it in, do this, do that, sell it this way because of hair loss, and things that are going on. And they have permanent solutions. And I had PRP in my scalp, and I'm seeing it. Yes, and putting it in my scalp, and I'm starting to benefit from the results because I had this done in October, and I am seeing so much regrowth and everything going on, and I just can't tell you how much I trust these guys, and they're so great, and women. And it all starts with a free consultation. To schedule your free consultation, go to hrimn.com. Remember, and just click on the button and schedule it. They're complimentary, and you can even do it virtual. But it just gives you some ideas. There's so many great options for women. And why do men get to have hair transplant and women don't? We get to too. Let's take care of it.
That's right.
I mean, really.
Really?
And tell them Lori and Julia sent you, and hrimn.com. Now, I want to thank Minneapolis Plastic Surgery and Dr. Jarvis and all these people.
Think about how busy the dermatologists and plastic surgeons are at this time of year.
Absolutely.
Julia.
Well, this is a perfect time of year to go in and have a free consultation there as well. There's so many different things that you can do. You know, you did your facelift 2.5 years ago. You still look.
And I'll tell you what, Julia, though, I thought about it, though, for at least 2 years. And, when the best thing I ever did was go in and talk to Dr. Jarvis, because I had gone down the path of Googling stuff and Instagram. I had been like, and then I'm like, why don't I just go talk to him?
Yeah. Because he'll be
the actual doctor that, how this all works.
Right.
What can I expect? That was the best thing.
And he's so great.
Because I had all these questions.
Because there's so many different options for so many different things. I mean, someone I know who just had it 6 weeks ago looks like the bomb. I mean, the recovery is not as long either. That's always shocking for me on a facelift or something like that. It's not long, people.
Medical advances, people, are a wonderful thing.
We love them. They're board certified. Call for your complimentary consultation at Minneapolis Plastic Surgery. They're located in Golden Valley, and we absolutely love them. Now, I just want to talk about traveling. I've been obsessed with our Scandinavia trip, Lori. When you were talking about translating something you posted on Instagram into different languages, thank you, because before we get there, we're just going to try to build up our fan base.
Yes.
We're going on our trip with Borton and we're going with Borton Overseas to spectacular Scandinavia trip. And everyone I talk to, it's just someplace everyone kind of wants to go to, but doesn't know where to start. And especially with all the heritage, Scandinavian heritage of Minnesota and things. But Borton Overseas, what they do is they curate a perfect trip. And this one is based on what our people have given us feedback and what you and I wanted to do and what they know as experts is a perfect way to see Scandinavia. And
the 3 capital cities, Stockholm, Copenhagen, Oslo.
And we, by the way, are kind of fun to travel with, but it's non-pressure. If you want to go by yourself, if you want to bring your significant other, if you want to go with an auntie and sister, whatever it is, it's a great group of people. And I always say this, if people like us, we'll like them. And if people like us, they'll like other people. So you meet instant friends. If that makes any sense, what I'm making on that connection. We just love it. And also, and if that doesn't work out for you, BortonOverseas.com. They have so many options. These guys know how to do travel. It's just wonderful. Their experience and the relationships that they have get you into different places that you've never been before. So check them out. We love them. We're going to do one more, Lori. We're going to.
Oh, we are? All right. We're really on a roll.
Let's do it because attainable luxury is right around the corner. And right before we started this, if we wouldn't have had our 45 minutes of technical difficulties, I was going to call Twin Cities Closet Company and set up an appointment because I want them to come and give me options. Again, they give a complimentary consultation, but it's more. They send a designer to your home to help you figure out your closet space, figure out your pantry space. Well, first of all, what do you want? What do you want done? And then they can figure out
people want
options.
Organization and calmness, I think, to a big degree. They're sick of having their crap laying all around and not being able to find anything and having stuff to put in baskets and bins and you know what I mean? It's kind of amazing when we went in to Twin Cities Closet Company to their
showroom in Minneapolis. They also have one in Mound.
We were blown away.
And you will be too. And remember, even if you're just dreaming, call them. They'll help you figure out. And their budget, no budget is too small. $500, they do things for people. So give them a buzz. They're a Minnesota company. They give back to the community. We love working with them. They're just fantastic. And Lori, let's just end it all up right now. Let's talk about our eyes and our fantastic eyeglasses. and how much we love working with Envision, Anthony and his team. We just love them.
Have you noticed the improved red carpet sunglasses that are being worn where people can see each other's eyes?
Yes.
Like I was wondering, Jacob Elordi, whose glasses are those? I was like, oh, Envision probably sells those cool shades.
They do.
I mean, because kind of they just have the best eyewear.
And again, I've talked to some of my friends who have gone there recently, and they just say, oh my gosh, I've been picking out the wrong glasses for so many years, and I wonder, I don't ever get a compliment on them. And suddenly,
right. That's because you're blending in.
You're blending in, and it doesn't even matter if you're conservative. They've got just updated conservative looks, or if you want to be funky, whatever it is. They carry the best lines. They have the best service, and your eyeglasses are your best accessory. Why not put your best face forward, as we say? We love them.
Right.
They're also having Foss trunk shows coming up this weekend. So check out envision-optical.com for all your options. And please don't forget to say Lori and Julia sent you when you go in there, because we promise you good things happen. We know that for sure. All right, Lorraine, back to the show.
Back to the regular programming.
Yes.
The last thought I have on Critics' Choice, I thought the best speech was Jessie Buckley thanking her co-star in Hamnet, Paul Mescal, saying, I could drink you like water. I know every woman here, she kind of gave this, but I could drink you like water. That's how great you were to work with. Oh. I mean, it was just, you could just tell, and he's, dreamy. There's a dreaminess about him.
What was he in? Not a Spartacus. What was the one that he was in?
Yeah, he was in.
No, he was in Gladiator 2.
Gladiator 2.
Oh, yeah. He's beautiful.
Yeah.
He is beautiful.
So, anyway, that was kind of the camera, and he was laughing and smiling. And I just thought, oh God, actors, they really have quite the job when you think about it, playing pretend like that.
Well, I was watching an old. I'm kind of obsessed with Rob Reiner's catalog, and CBS did a special, but it's on Paramount Plus or Peacock, Paramount Plus, I believe. And you could probably even YouTube it and go watch it, but it's the Rob Reiner special, and they sit down with Michael Douglas. He worked with him on American President.
Oh, I watched this. Yeah. This was so good.
Annette Bening, who was on American President, Kathy Bates for Misery, Jerry O'Connell, which was on Stand By Me, and then I think that was about it. It was pretty. Oh, and Albert Brooks, who Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman,
and then
wasn't he in that one?
I didn't see him. And then
it was Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah, and then Albert Brooks, who started it, and his eyes were rimmed red because these two have been best friends since the beginning of time.
They met in 9th grade.
Yeah. That's the beginning of time.
Beverly Hills High School.
And friends.
How Hollywood is that?
And he quoted a line about one of Rob's favorite line is something about something, but when you're gone, they leave such a hole. And he just says, boy, the hole is so huge. But everyone talked about how kind and generous he was. And you don't have to work crazy hours, go home and eat dinner with your family. He was such a family man and such a good-spirited man and so kind to everybody. That's a really good thing to watch. But it made me go down to
Stand By Me.
Stand By Me.
It's so good.
Well,
it's
Phoenix,
so good.
So River Phoenix, who was in that, died very young. Yeah. And he's Joaquin Phoenix's older brother. And then I really want to watch This Is Spinal Tap now that I kind of get what it's about, this mockumentary.
Oh, the mockumentary.
And then the guys in it are some of the funniest characters, but Christopher Guest, this is was his breakout role. And then I was reading, because I forget.
And he's married to, what's her name? The one who drives us crazy, Jamie Lee Curtis. They've been married forever.
But they have a funny meet cute, okay? So
yes, they do.
So she saw way back in the 80s a picture of Christopher Guest in Rolling Stone magazine. And she tells her friend, oh, I'm going to marry him. And so her friend knows Christopher Guest's agent at the time. No one's big at this point, but Jamie Lee has the famous parents, Jamie Lee Curtis, Tony Curtis and whatever. And so her friend...
And Halloween had already happened, right?
And her friend
she was a star.
She was a star. And so her friend gets the number to her, I think, to give him a buzz. And she was too shy, or he was too shy, one or the other. And then they end up running end up running into each other at some restaurant. And they went over, said hi. They married like 2 months later.
Wow. I guess I did not know that.
No,
story.
I just went because I looked up all of these characters, and Mandy Patinkin was the other one from Princess Bride, who was also on the Rye Brenner special, talking about how people just come up to them on the streets and remember the lines, you know.
Oh, yeah. My name is Inigo Montoya, prepared to die.
But boy,
I mean, classic.
And
I
you
love that movie too.
And I just
The Princess Bride.
love to get the secret stories about people, you know, then going back that you kind of forget. But that Jamie Lee Curtis one was, totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
And that's an oldie.
That's good.
That's an oldie.
Good. By the way, we were obsessed with this 10 years ago. I can't believe it's been 10 years since it was on.
Okay.
And it's how this actor became famous, and he was very dreamy, and it was on AMC. You and I and Donnie Love were obsessed with this show. It was called The Night Manager, based on the John le Carre novel. And we always
10
thought
years
there
ago.
would be, we always thought we would have seen it. It took 10 years.
It had 2 seasons.
Okay, so that did have 2 seasons.
Yeah.
But 10 years later, The Night Manager returns. It's on Prime on Sunday, January 11th, the same night as the Golden Globes. But they just drop, I think, maybe 2 episodes.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. So I'm kind of excited. Tom Hiddleston is in it, and I don't know
Is Hugh Laurie coming back? And Olivia Colman was in it. Elizabeth Debicki, Tom Hollander, Tobias Menzies. I mean,
it was an all-star cast.
Yeah, I'm going to see who's coming back. But at the same time, Taylor Swift was dating Hiddles.
Yes.
And
I don't know if they were dating like how soon afterwards, but that's how he came to everybody's attention.
Right.
Was this
this
show?
That
The
was a
Night
great
Manager.
show. And is 10 years too long?
Well, no, I have no problem just picking up because it's a spy thriller.
Yep.
So for all we know, he's been undercover for 10 years or dropped out of the life. It's easily explained when you're a spy, Julia. Just ask me because I know. I've pretended to be a spy, but anyway, so I feel like they can easily pick this right back up.
Right. Okay.
So I don't know if I might watch the last episode of season 2 just for a refresher, but maybe you don't need to. They're going to explain it to you with 10 years.
Right. Lori, I'm sure they will, but I always like going back. But I mean, I bet they change the 10 years.
Yeah.
Going back to watch that.
Yeah.
I'm just curious who's in the cast.
Yeah, I don't know. We could have researched that before we started the podcast, but we were too busy researching. Can you hear me in my microphone? Why doesn't my headset work? And it's crackling and popping. I mean, good Lord. We had other things going on besides preparation.
Okay, here's who's back. Lori Camilla Maroney is back.
She's not. She wasn't in.
Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. I looked it up. Olivia Colman's back. Tom Hiddleston.
Camilla Maroney,
she was
Leonardo's girlfriend, who he dumped promptly as soon as she.
Oh no, you're right, Lori. It says new additions. Yep, you're right. So you're right.
Yeah,
she was probably 12.
Right. She's from Daisy Jones and the Six. I think she's a new addition to the show. But anyway, we'll tune in and watch it. Now, speaking of tuning in and watching, one of the funniest things is that, Netflix just spent millions of dollars promoting Stranger Things. And the end of the year.
My kids watched it.
Yeah, I know. And at the end of the year, just the talk, on people's socials was heated rivalry. But Stranger Things also, they showed it in AMC theaters, the final episode. But the big news that I thought was just really fun and kind and
I know what you're going to
wild.
say. I know what you're going to say.
What am I going to say?
You're going to say something about using a Prince song.
That's right.
Look at how I know you. So tell
Well,
everyone.
Well, so the deal is that Minnesota, if you think about the Stranger Things, it takes place like 1979 to 1985, I believe, is the time frame for the show. So it's always they've always had music. I think about that Kate Bush "Running Up the Hill" song,
Yep.
which was a huge hit 20 years before the kids learned about it. So
So they have
anyway,
great music comes out of some good
yes, and
shows.
in the
Yep.
final episode, the Purple Rain album plays this pivotal role during the finale of Stranger Things. And the significant thing about it, I saw an interview with the Duffer Brothers, and Chris Riemenschneider from the Star Tribune wrote about it, is the Prince estate has never licensed
Oh,
Purple Rain to a television show. Purple Rain is always associated with Purple Rain, the movie, blah, blah, blah. There's been some licensing, with like remember the Visa ad, but it's never been in a TV show. And also When Doves Cry. But of course, if a show is set in 1985, there was no bigger album in the world than Purple Rain. And so I'm sure they spent a lot of money in their budget to get these songs. Nobody is talking about it, but anyway.
Yeah, I saw this somewhere. I can't remember where.
So Prince is seeing a huge thing boost in Spotify and Apple streaming. Purple Rain is up like 250%. When Doves Cry is up like 200%. Another song that I really loved in 1984 was "Here Comes Your Man" by the Pixies. That's also featured maybe in the penultimate episodes.
Right.
Impress your boys and have that song playing, because that song is a banger. It's so good. But anyway, so yeah, Purple Rain has never been licensed to anything other, no TV show, not in a movie. So I would really love to know how much money
that cost.
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
a friend
and
in
good
this
for the
business.
estate.
I
You
have a
do?
friend in this
Yeah.
business, and I think she would be an excellent guest for us, Lori, because it makes a show. The music, they really.
Oh, yeah.
So I may have her on as a guest because I'm curious too. It would be
Yeah,
something.
and then Landslide with Fleetwood Mac. Landslide was featured. Etta James at last, and of course the epic David Bowie song "Heroes." We Could Be Heroes, which is such a great song. And then I guess this Finn Wolfhard, who plays Mike Wheeler.
Okay.
You can maybe impress your boys, Julia. He's optioned the rights for a big screen adaptation of Trouble Boys, the true story of the Replacements.
Oh.
Yeah, which would be an amazing biopic, because that band was out of their minds, brilliant and wasted, and they have that epic appearance on SNL.
Yes.
And, it's kind of legendary. And Finn is going to be hosting SNL this weekend.
All right. Look at how we tie it all together.
Yeah,
I like
know,
that.
know.
I like that. I just have to do mention one more thing
What?
before we wrap up today, is that when Lori, we mentioned it earlier, and if you don't follow us on Instagram, it's Lori AND Julia. We were talking to a woman in sales at Hubbard yesterday, and she's trying to teach us how to do some new tricks. And suddenly she's like, well, you can do Instagram Live. And I've seen it before. I've just never tried it because I thought, what would we say? So anyway, Lori suddenly just on her phone pushes the button live, and we're sitting in an office.
I couldn't. I'm like, is it as easy as this?
So she pushes a button, and then I'm saying hi, and then I'm trying to get all the sales information off the wall behind you so you're not sharing secrets. And then I'm moving you around, and then you go, look at my new bag, look at my new bag. But of course, it's backwards.
Right.
So you're filming it. So your new bag says what?
Entering my new podcast era.
Yes. And it's really darling. And then suddenly we're seeing names pop up, because that's what happens. And sorry for people
It was so
who knows this.
exciting.
So we're saying hi to people, and all of a sudden Lori's mom, the Muti, pops up. And it's like the Muti.
Just the top of her head.
No, the Muti wants access. So you push a button, and so suddenly we're split screen with your mother from the eyebrow up, and I would be so mad at you. And so the Muti's eyebrows up, and then the rest of us, and then Lori pushes another button, and suddenly we're Hello Kitties. I mean, it was so exciting and fun, but we couldn't figure out how to turn it off. So we're sitting there. But it's a very funny video, and your mom is forehead, eyebrows, and hair are featured. So
yes, she's never seen it. She
but I
doesn't
laughed.
know what's
I
going
watched
on.
it this morning, Lori, and I laughed so hard. I just
You
thought
did?
I
Oh,
did. I
good.
thought it was so funny because yesterday we're in the moment and we don't know what we're doing. So anyway, here are your girls.
We are kindergartners in the school of Instagram. That's what I'm learning.
In the school
We're
of a
just
lot of
kindergartners.
things, but it's so fun to learn. It's so fun to learn.
It is so fun to learn, Julia.
And it was so funny, and it was just a fun moment. But we appreciate you listening to us, and let's have a fun rock and roll 2026, Lorene. And you can follow us if you'd like to leave a comment. Those always help us. Share us. Tell people about us. And do you have any parting wisdom or anything to say before we say au revoir?
No, but I'm looking forward to picking out my snacks to watch the Golden Globes this weekend. No, I'm just kidding.
I know.
But I am excited. Casey was just like, "Oh my gosh, are we entering the season?" I said, "Yep, for the next 3 months." The next 3 months, Julia.
Yes.
We can count on our podcast to give you some award show recap. I love it.
No, I
love it
know.
that we have time
And
to
some
talk
books.
about it.
I finished Buckeye. Boy, was that good.
Oh, wasn't
that was
that
so
good?
good.
So good.
Did you read any
Just a
good books
sweet-
lately? I know you've read one a day.
I haven't read one a day, but I did read Apostles' Cove by William Kent Kruger,
I
the
loved
latest.
it.
Cork O'Connor, and I really give that. I just love that storyline.
Well,
and
what's
he's
so good about
so
it
good.
is it picks up a case that Corcoran, right?
O'Connor.
Cork
O'Connor.
Yes, had like 20 years in the past.
Yeah.
And as he was just new in the police
It was
force.
so clever.
It's so clever. I love that book. And we love him.
I love his mysteries.
Yep.
And I just finished The Locked Ward by Sarah Pekkanen. We've had her on our radio show for one of her other books, but it is a locked door mystery. These two sisters. I really enjoyed that book. And I also have read a book called The Note, Alifar Burke.
Okay.
That was really something.
And I'm reading. What was it about, Lori?
Well, it's this vacation in the Hamptons that goes terribly wrong for these three friends with complicated history, and they agreed to start with a lie. And it's from the woman who wrote The Wife and The Better Sister, the Jessica Biel show. So it's that same author.
Okay.
And I would not. Something that starts supposed to be a harmless prank, and it really, anyway, it was very good. I could totally see this being optioned or turned into something, especially since her book, The Better Sister, got turned into a show. But it's
so
called
good.
The Note. It was meant to be a harmless prank, Julia.
Okay, well, pranks are risky. Pranks are risky.
Yeah.
Mean Moms is what I started writing. You told me about this by Emma Rosenblum.
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
Did you like that? Wasn't that good?
I'm not all the way done. I'm not even close to it, but I've started it, and I really like it. I really like it.
It's a good story.
All right, love. We're out of here.
I'll talk to you on the next podcast, whenever that is, a couple of days.
Thanks for hanging out with us. This is Lori and Julia, still loud.